This is a tutorial for Street Secret Agent or 00 Agent. It will focus on 154s, but you can use it to get 155s pretty easily. There's quite a lot to cover, a lot of timers, a lot of data. So I'll break up into 3 sections. The first section will be an explanation of the new strat, the corner lure, found by Randy and then improved a bit by me. The second section will be from the start until the switch, and then I'll end with the switch to the end timer. So starting off with the new strat, which is the early corner lure after the switch, which comes later. So for this you'll need to use 2.4 control style. Okay, so from this menu, about now, start holding down Z and A on the second controller, and then when you see this, as soon as you see the cutscene load, release A, and you'll automatically shoot bullets here. Now what can happen, what usually happens is this guard will react and run to you. That's fine. Watch the entire cinema. He can react slow, but as long as you shoot early, he will always be at the same spot. He's very, very predictable. Sometimes he can jump into the bullet and you can kill him. If you kill him or hit him, these 2 guards will run to the spot as well. I'm not sure if this actually saves time. It's kind of questionable. It does. You can have 3 guards early on, but then you miss the potential of getting boosted just before the first BA, which is around this corner. But for the most part, you'll just be pulling 1 guard. If you pull 2, don't worry. It doesn't make that much of a difference. You might feel a bit more lag at the start of the level, but it doesn't really affect much. So you just watch the cutscene, and that's it. Watch both cutscenes. So you'll be playing through until you get to the switch, which I'll cover all this a bit later. But you'll get about here. So just after the switch happens, which is when the timer goes from 2xx to 5xx. Around about, as long as you've watched both cutscenes, the time is reliable. You have to look up about 58.5, which is, yep. Well, I looked up a bit earlier because if you're on a really good switch, you can look up earlier. If you're on like a 14 switch, you can look up a bit later. It only affects the guard's positioning slightly, but 58.5, as long as you look up around about 58.5, 15.5 to 58.9, the guard should be in a good spot. So I've looked up, and the guard is here. He can be, if you look up really early, about 59.2, 59.4, he will be on this spot and he can actually block you. He can still block you from here, by the way. He can roll, but that's just one really bad case scenario. As long as you look up 58.5, he should be anywhere around this circular area. Try and get on a good line with him. Like if you look at this, he is now about behind me to the right, around here. Now he's behind me. Perfect spot for a boost. Be careful not to get caught on this corner. It's very, very easy. Or if you get caught in this door, it's a mini collision box right on the edge. That's all you need to do for the new boost. It's pretty good odds, I'd say, on 00 Agent 80%, on SA 50-50. If you alter your line slightly, which I'll show later if I need to, you can get a bit more boost chance. Sometimes you can get a boost here, but it's very, very rare. I'd say about 5% of runs I get a boost past this point. This strat is really, really good because it pulls a guard from here. Now what happens on 00? I'd say I lost maybe 20+% of my runs here because these 2 guards on 00 they have a tendency to back boost you. So if you are, that's with 2 guards. If you don't do the lure, you have 3 guards, more odds. So doing this lure gives you a 80% chance to get a boost. This is on 00. 50% on SA roundabout. It reduces the chance of getting back boosted here by about 33%. And it also stops. So imagine the guard is going to be on the top left. Sometimes you get a really troll boost where you get pushed around by here. You get pushed into the wall, so that you'll never get that boost again. The only boost you can get will be good boosts. It'll be from your bit behind you to the right or bit behind to the left. It won't be bit behind you to the far left, if you know what I mean. So that's the new boost. I recommend using this if you're going for 155s, 154. It does mean you have to play out the good cutscene, which is this one, the 3 guard cutscene. If you get a 1 guard cutscene, just don't shoot. If you shoot in the 1 guard cutscene, you do lure a guard, but it's not good. Just don't do it. So for 155s, maybe when you're practicing, you can play out all cutscenes. But if you're going for 154, then I highly advise you to use this new strat. So just farm out these cutscenes. I think someone said it's 50-50. I don't believe that. I've had the bad cutscene, which is the 1 guard cutscene, about 10 times or 10 to 14 times in a row. Pretty sure Birdie has as well. I've never had this cutscene that much, but it's all odds. But I'd say it's maybe in the 1 guard cutscene favour.